Well, if he loves her, he should be with her. That's a woman's answer. And any woman knows you wouldn't want that for your kid. You wouldn't want that for your kid. Because let him bring that shit to his daddy. His daddy will be like, man, get that bitch out of here. You know? Get that bitch out of here. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck her. And you better wear a condom. You know what I'm saying? Because she's fertile. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, women always, most women, some women, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be politically correct. But if that happened to your son, because most women is that bitch with the 2 kids. And they're like, just because I got 2 kids, I deserve the same chance as a woman with no kid, you know what I'm saying, and that's younger than me. No, you don't. You don't. So I gotta pay for something I did back in the day? Yes. How come men with kids don't gotta pay like women with kids? They just don't. I don't know why, they just don't. You know what I'm saying? How come when the police come, when the police come in the house, they arrest the man all the time? You know what I mean? And the woman go upside the nigga's head. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was trying to escape his woman when he got caught cheating. She hit him upside the head with a golf club, Steve. And the nigga still, what if a nigga hit a woman upside the head with a golf club?
Attempt murder. You tried to kill your wife. Man.
That nigga was running for his life. And single woman. I want to ask you this. I want to ask my audience this. Woman, can you be single too long? You know what I mean? Can you be single too long? And then once you single too long, you want to, now I don't want to be single no more. I'm going to just get a man. You know what I'm saying? And every woman just can't get a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm single. I'm about to go out here and I'm about to get a man right now. I'm tired of being single. I'm going to get a man. How do you look? How do you act? Maybe you've been single for a reason. A lot of women be like, I choose to be single. I'm single by choice.
You think they lying to themselves when they say that?
Absolutely. Because single runs out. You know what I'm saying? Can a man be single too? But a man can survive being single. See, a nigga can survive in the jungle. And a woman can't. You know what I'm saying? Let a woman be on a plane. The plane crashes, and she gotta do the. You know what I'm saying? She gotta do the Wilson with the volleyball and shit. You know what I'm saying? That bitch would be dead in a day. You know what I'm saying? Tom Hanks had to live on that shit by himself. You know what I'm saying? A woman couldn't do that. She probably would have killed herself. Niggas can survive alone. We always been alone. We die alone. The only thing between men and women dying alone is men die by themselves. Women bring everybody else down with them. Like, help me. Niggas be like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? We just wake up dead. You know what I'm saying? Women... But niggas be like, and a nigga don't complain about dying either, Don't resuscitate me. A nigga be on his deathbed, he be coughing and talking this shit. Tell mama, I said goodbye. Tell my kids, a woman be like, you know what? I'm not dying. Your time's up. When your time's up, your time's up. And Steve, you know what men love that women don't think we don't like, it's when we have a long distance relationship. All right, now, a long distance, I'm telling you this, woman, I'm telling you this, and men gonna hate me for saying this. When you have a long distance relationship, it benefits the man. Because the man only has to be on point, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Once a month. You don't know what the fuck this nigga is doing. Hit the button, Steve. You know that? You know that? 3 days a week. You know what? You know what? But it makes a woman feel like she's in a relationship. It makes her feel good. It makes her feel a part of something. Stats and facts. It makes her feel a part of something. You know, a man only gotta be on the square for 3 days a month. You know how easy that is for a nigga? You know what I'm saying? Let a nigga be on the square all week. I guarantee you that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And then a woman be like, you know, we've been alone with this relationship for like 3 years. You wasted 3 years of your time. 3 years of your time. 3 years of your youth. 3 years of your womb. You know what I'm saying? And when a man has a see, you might be his Wyoming bitch, his Dakota bitch, his Cali bitch. You know, and you were like, you know what? But a woman want to say that I'm in a relationship. Why is a title so important to a woman? You know what I'm saying? Why is a title so important? Men don't even give a shit about it. I was
told they want to be claimed. That's what a woman told me. A woman wants, all women want to be. I took claim, but she used another word.
When you get a car, you gotta get registration. You get registration on the car. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to the DMV and you gotta and the car is in your name. You know, the car is in your name. You know what I'm saying? A woman is not in your name unless she's married. For all you single women that be like, you know what? I've been proposed to 3 times. I've done this.
Yeah, why they take so much stock in that? Why they be so proud of being
proposed to?
Yeah.
You know, if a man don't drop down on one knee and propose to you in front of an audience, he's not really fucking with you.
You think so? That's the only way you can do it?
Man, if you're in a dark room by yourself, you know what? Will you marry me?
Nah.
You know, I got this box.
What if you traveling? I
got this box. When I get some money, I'm gonna fill it with a ring. you know, men got so much game, and women fall for it. They really do.
No.
But have you ever been in a long distance relationship, Steve?
No. Have you?
I would love to be. No, I would love to be, because that would give me so much.
What can she do for you though? She can't. You need a woman to clean and open the door and do all these.
No, I got my real bitch to do that. Facts and facts. And I talk about, I talk about Diddy and Cassie, and all that shit. But and everybody be like, Diddy's a piece of shit. He should stay in jail.
He is, but I think you can ask questions about the case.
I would love to go to one of his parties. I would love to go to that freak off. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I would wear. You know what I'm saying? I'll come there with a Speedo and a gold chain. All that.
Looking like beefcake.
I'm like, where's the oil? You know what I'm saying? I oil myself up like the Hulkster. Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah, I be talking to them bitches like a wrestler and shit, because anything goes in the freak off. You know what I mean? Bitches be pissing and shit in the corner and shit. And the freak off lasts for 4 days. You know what I'm saying? The doors are locked. You gonna lock me in that motherfucking 4 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to change my whole personality. If I get locked in the freak off for 4 days, Steve. Woo! You know what I'm saying? First of all,
you ain't got enough nut for 4 days.
I'll need some orange juice. Gatorade, I be hiding in the corner. I'm like,
another party? Y'all still going?
The other room, it be like the panic room.
You gonna be like, where the food at?
Oh shit! I come in there like a rat. I come in that bitch like a rat. Like, yeah, it's Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah, I see all you lovely bitches down here, and you're glistening oil. Yeah, and I see you in the corner. Yeah, I'm gonna come off the top rope and stick my dick dead in your throat.
Yeah, that's a charge.
Man, those freak calls. I would love to go. I would. Denzel Washington walked out of one of them motherfuckers.
The Snub No Show.
Ooh.